Let's do a deep dive into certificates beyond just their function. The X509 standard is what defines the format of digital certificates. It also defines a certificate revocation list, or CRL, which is a means to distribute a list of certificates that are no longer valid. The X509 standard was first issued in 1988, and the current modern version of the standard is version 3. The fields defined in an X509 certificate are the version, what version of the X509 standard the certificate adheres to, serial number, a unique identifier for their certificate assigned by the CA, which allows the CA to manage and identify individual certificates, certificate signature algorithm. This field indicates what public key algorithm is used for the public key and what hashing algorithm is used to sign the certificate. Issuer name. This field contains information about the authority that signed the certificate. Validity. This contains two subfields, not before and not after, which define the dates when the certificate is valid for. Subject. This field contains identifying information about the entity the certificate was issued to. Subject public key info. These two subfields define the algorithm of the public key, along with the public key itself. Certificate signature algorithm. Same as the subject public key info field, these two fields must match. Certificate signature value, the digital signature data itself. There are also certificate fingerprints, which aren't actually fields in the certificate itself, but are computed by clients when validating or inspecting certificates. These are just hash digests of the whole certificate. An alternative to the centralized PKI model of establishing trust and binding identities is what's called the web of trust. A web of trust is where individuals, instead of certificate authorities, sign other individuals' public keys. Before an individual signs a key, they should first verify the person's identity through an agreed-upon mechanism, usually by checking some form of identification, driver's license, passport, etc. Once they've determined the person is who they claim to be, signing their public key is basically vouching for this person. You're saying that you trust that this public key belongs to this individual. This process would be reciprocal, meaning both parties would sign each other's keys. Usually, people who are interested in establishing web of trusts will organize what are called key signing parties, where participants perform the same verification and signing. At the end of the party, everyone's public keys should have been signed by every other participant, establishing a web of trust. In the future, when one of these participants in the initial key signing party establishes trust with a new member, the web of trust extends to include this new member and other individuals they also trust. This allows separate webs of trust to be bridged by individuals and allows the network of trust to grow.